Once upon a time,
I wish,
in a far-off kingdom,
more than anything,
lived a young maiden,
more than life,
a sad young
more
lad,
than jewels,
I wish,
and a childless beggar.
more than life,
I wish,
with his
more
wife,
than anything,
more than the moon.
I wish,
The king is giving a festival.
more than life,
I wish,
I wish to go to the festival.
more than riches,
I wish my cow would give us some milk.
More than anything.
I wish we had a child.
Please,
I
pal,
want a child.
please, pal.
I wish to go to the
I wish you'd give us some
I
milk.
wish we might have a child. I wish.
You wish to go to the festival?
the poor girl's mother had died.
You Cinderella, the festival! You wish to go to the festival? The festival? The King's festival?
And her father had taken for his new wife
The festival!
a woman with 2 daughters of her own.
Look at your nails, look at your dress.
People would laugh at you.
Nevertheless,
I still wish to go to the festival and dance before the prince!
All 3 were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother,
I wish,
well, she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. You foolish child, what in heaven's name are you doing with the cow inside the house?
A warm environment might just be what Milky White needs to produce his milk.
It's a she. How many times must I tell you, only she's can produce milk?
Why come in, little girl?
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I have emptied a pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you have picked them out again in 2 hours' time, you shall go to the ball with us.
And perhaps a sticky bun or 4. Birds in the sky, birds in the eaves, and the leaves in the fields, and the castles and ponds. And a few of those little birds down from the eaves and the leaves, out of fields, out of castles and ponds.
No squeeze.
Swiftly sift through the ashes into the pot. Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market.
Mother, no, he's the best cow.
Was. She's been dry for a week. We've no food or money and no choice but to sell her while she can still command a price.
Oh, but Milky White is my best friend in the whole world.
Look at her. There are bugs on her doves. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump, big enough to be a hump.
But,
son, we've no time to sit and dither, while her withers wither. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Sometimes I fear you're touched. Into the woods it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to though. Into the woods it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expected, ma'am. Into the woods to grandmother's house. To grandmother's house.
You're certain of your way?
The way is clear. The light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees. The trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Don't stray and be late.
And save some of those sweets for Granny.
Into the woods and down the dell. The path is straight, I know it well. Into the woods, and who can tell what's waiting on the journey? Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny, who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead, for all that I know she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods to grandmother's house and home before dark. Fly, birds, back to the sky, back to the eaves and the leaves and the fields and the...
Up and do my hair, Cinderella, are you really wearing that?
Here I found a little tear, Cinderella, can't you hide with a hat? You look beautiful, I know.
She means me.
Put it in a twist.
Who will be there?
Mother said be good, father said be nice, that was always their advice. So be nice, Cinderella, good Cinderella, nice, good, good, nice.
Hide her.
What's the good of being good if everyone is blind and you're always up behind? Never mind, Cinderella, kind Cinderella, nice, good, nice, kind, good, nice.
Not that tight.
I'm sorry.
Claude.
Because the baker had lost his father and mother in a baking accident, well, at least that's what he believed, he was eager to have a family of his own and was concerned that all efforts until now had failed.
Who might that be?
We have sold our last loaf of bread.
It's the witch from next door.
We have no bread.
Of course you have no bread.
What do you wish?
It's not what I wish. It's what you wish. Nothing cooking in there now, is there?
The old enchantress went on to tell the couple that she had placed a spell on their house.
What spell?
In the past, when you were no more than a babe, your father brought his young wife and you to this cottage. Oh, they were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. You see, your mother was with child, and she had developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father that what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, or nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and fiddlebirds, and lettuce. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite, because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me, rooting through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up the rampion, my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him right there. Could have turned him into stone. Or a dog. Or Mr. Stringer. But I let him have the rampion. I'd lots to spare. In return, however, I said fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear. Then we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No! But you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on.
I thought I had been more than reasonable. And that we all might live happily ever after. But how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? You see, when I had inherited that garden, my mother warned me that I would be punished if I were ever to lose any of the beans!
Beans?
The special beans! I let him go! I didn't know he stole my beans! I was watching him crawl back over the wall, and then bang! Crash! The lightning flashed him! Well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, unless a big day came, I made my claim. I don't take away the baby day, screech and screech. But I did, and I hit her while she did not be reached. Your father cried, and your mother died. And for extra measure, I admit it was a pleasure, as it's our house still not qualified. And I laid a little spell on them. You too, son.
No! Oh.
That your family tree would always be a barren one.
No.
So there's no more fuss and there's no more sins, and my garden thrives. You should see my nectarines, but I'm telling you that they might tell kings and queens. Don't ever, ever, ever mess around with my greens, especially the beans.
Now listen to me, Jack. Lead Milky White to market and fetch the best price you can. Take no less than 5 pounds. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
How much are you to ask?
No more than 5, less than 5.
Jack, 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 head in a sack. The house is getting colder. This is not a time for dreaming. Chimney stack, starting to crack. The mice are getting bolder. The floor's gone slack. Your mother's getting older. Your father's not back. And you can't just sit here dreaming pretty dreams. To wish and wait from day to day will never keep the wolves away. So into the woods, the time is now. We have to live, I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow, you must begin the journey. Straight through the woods and don't delay. We have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey's end.
Into the woods to sell a friend.
Oh, someday you'll have a real pet, Jack.
A piggy.
Meanwhile, the witch, for purposes of her own, explained how the baker might lift the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the time of midnight. In 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Go to the wood!
Ladies! I'm headed away.
Now may I go to the festival?
The festival? Darling those nails, darling those clothes. Those are one thing, but darling with those, you make us the fools of the festival and mortify the prince. We must be gone.
Good night, Father.
Yeah.
I wish.
Look what I found in my father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they are
The witch's beans will take them with us.
No, you are not coming.
I know you are fearful of the woods at night.
The spell is on my house. Only I can lift the spell.
No, the spell is on our house. We
No,
must
you
lift
are
the
not
spell
supposed to
together. The
lift
spell is
fire.
on our house.
Now what am I to return with?
You don't remember? The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper as pure as gold.
The cow is white as milk, the cape
And so
is
the
red
baker
as blood,
reluctantly
the hair is
set
yellow
off to
as
meet
corn,
the
the
enchantress's
silver is
demands.
gold.
As for Cinderella,
I still wish to go to the festival.
The cow is white as milk, the
But
cape
how am
is
I
red
ever
as
to get
blood,
to
the
the
hair is
festival?
yellow as
I
corn.
know I'll visit Mother's grave.
slipper
The
is
hazel
full
tree.
of
And tell her I still wish to go to the king's festival.
The hair
Woods, it's time to go. It may be all in vain, I know. Into the woods, but even so, I have to take the journey.
into the woods, the path is straight. I know it well, but who can tell? Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to visit Mother.
Into the woods to fetch the things.
To make the potion.
Go to the festival.
Into the woods without regret, the choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods, but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish, I don't care how, the time is now.
Into the woods to sell the cow.
Into the woods to get the money.
To make the potion.
Go to the festival. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid there, there's something in the glade there. Into the woods without delay, but careful not to lose the way. Into the woods, who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journeying. Into the woods to see the key. To make the potion, to see, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to lift, to go to the festival. Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods and out of the woods. And home before dark.
Cinderella had planted a branch at the grave of her mother, and she visited there so often and wept so much that her tears had watered it until it had grown into a handsome tree.
I've been good and I've been kind, Mother, doing only what I learned from you. Why then am I left behind, Mother? Is there something more that I should do? What is wrong with me, Mother? Something must be wrong. I wish...
What, child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor, and good fortune, like bad, can befall when least expected.
I wish...
Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? If you know what you want, then make a wish. Ask the tree, and you shall have your wish.
Shiver and quiver, little tree. Silver and gold throw down on me. I'm off to get my wish.
Quiet. Silence everywhere, my Milky White. Not to my liking. How did you know my name?
When first I appear, I seem mysterious. But when explained, I'm nothing serious.
Say that again.
On your way to market, Jack? You might have been there long ago. Taking your time, Jack?
No, sir.
Now is that the truth?
Well, you see, now I'm resting.
How much are you asking for the animal?
No less than £5, sir.
Oh, no, Jack, why such a sum?
My mother told me.
Your mother? Why, a boy your age? Why, you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans, 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 beans.
Well, I would, but... Oh, come along, Milky White. There are spirits here.
Good day, young lady.
Oh, good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
Well, to my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine. So grandmother will have something good to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
Oh, a good quarter of a league further in the woods. Her house stands under 3 large oak trees.
Look at that flesh, pink and plump. Hello, little girl. Tender and fresh, not one lump. Hello, little girl. This one's especially lush, delicious. Hello, little girl. What's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun won't set for hours. Take your time.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled.
So, little girl, hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly. Grandmother first, then Miss Plum. What a delectable couple. Ah, to perfection, one brittle, one supple, one mold.
Mother said, come what may, follow the path that never strays.
Just so, little girl, any path so many worth exploring. Just one would be so boring. And look what you're ignoring. Think of those crisp, aging bones. Then something fresh on the palate. Think of that scrumptious carnality twice in one day. There's no possible way to describe what you feel when you're talking to your meal.
Mother said not to stray, still I suppose a small delay. Granny might like a fresh bouquet. Oh, goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. And hello.
It's hard to come to that little girl in the red cape.
Forget the little girl and get the cape.
You frighten me.
That's the cape. Get it, get it, get it.
How am I supposed to get it?
You go up to the little thing and you take it.
I can't just take a cloak from a little girl. Why don't you take it?
If I could, I would, but I can't. Oh, my Rapunzel. Listen to her beautiful music. Get me what I need, get me what I need.
Oh, this is ridiculous. I'll never find that red cape, nor get the golden cow or a yellow slipper. Or was it a golden slipper and a yellow cow? Oh, no.
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure.
What are you doing here?
Forgot your scarf.
You have no business being alone in the woods. You have no idea what I come upon here. You would be frightened for your life. Now go home immediately.
I wish to help.
No, the spell is on my house.
Our house.
Only I can
We
lift
must
the spell.
lift the spell
on my
together.
house.
The spell is
The spell is
Oh. A cow as white as milk.
Hello there, young lad.
Hello, sir.
What might you be doing with a cow in the middle of the forest?
Well, I was heading toward market, but I seem to have lost my way.
What were you planning to do
And what
there?
were you planning to do there?
Sell my cow, sir. No less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds? Where am I to get 5 pounds?
Oh, she must be generous of milk to fetch 5 pounds.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
And if you can't fetch that sum, then what are you to do?
I hadn't thought of that. I suppose my mother and I would have no food to eat.
This is the sum total.
Beans, beans! Oh, we mustn't give up our beans. Oh, well, if you feel we must.
Huh?
Beans will bring you food, son.
Beans in exchange for my cow.
Oh,
yes. Oh, well, these are no ordinary beans, son. These beans carry magic.
Magic? What kind of magic?
Tell him.
Magic that defies description.
Oh, my mother...
Why, you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans! 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 Beans!
How many beans?
6.
5. We can't part with all of them. We must keep one for ourselves. Besides, I'd say they're worth £1 each at the very least.
Oh, well. Could I buy my cow back someday?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Good luck there, young lad.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. You've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, old pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, want me on a plate.
Take the cow and go home.
I was trying to be helpful.
Magic beans? Are we really to believe they're magic? Are we to dispel this curse through deceit?
No one would have given him more for this creature. We did them a favor, they'll have some food to eat.
5 beans?
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Home.
Do we want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain or you live to regret it.
Will you please go home?
There are rights and wrongs and in-betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really magic. Who knows? Why you do what you do, that's the point. All the rest of it is chatter.
Look at her, she's crying.
If the thing you do is pure and intent, if it's mint and it's just a little bent, does it matter?
Yes.
No, what matters is that everyone tells tiny lies. What's important really is the size. Only 3 more tries and we'll have our prize. When the end's in sight, you'll realize if the end is right, it justifies the beans.
Take the cow and go home. I will carry this out in my own fashion.
And so the baker continued his search for the cape as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, and so shut her within a doorless tower that lay deep within the forest. And when the old enchantress paid her a visit, she called forth,
Rapunzel! Let down your hair to me.
Rapunzel! Rapunzel! What a strange name! Ah, strange but beautiful, and fit for a prince. Tomorrow evening, before that horrible witch arrives, I will stand beneath her tower and see if she'll let her hair down to me.
Hello there, little one.
Oh, hello.
Have you saved some of the sweets for Granny?
Oh, well, I ate all the sweets. And half the loaf of bread.
Where did you get this beautiful cape? I so admire it.
My granny made it for me.
Is that so? I would love a beautiful red cloak like this.
Well, you'd look pretty foolish.
Oh. May I take a look at it?
Well, I don't like to be without my cape.
I want it badly. Please,
Give it
let
back.
me
Get the little girl and get the cape.
I just wanted to make certain you really love this cape. Now, you go to your granny's and you make sure no wolf comes your way.
I'd rather a wolf than you any day.
No! If you know what you need, then you go and you find it and you take it. Ugh. Do I want a child or not? It's a cloak. What's a cloak? It's a joke. It's a stupid little cloak. And a cloak is what you make it. So you take it. Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more.
And so the baker, with newfound determination, went after the red cape. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing open.
Oh dear, how uneasy I feel. Or perhaps it's all the sweets. Good day, Grandmother. Hi. Grandmother, you're looking very strange. What big ears you have.
About to with, my dear.
But Grandmother,
Grandmother, what big eyes you have!
The better to see you with. Right here.
Grandmother, what large hands you have!
The better to hug you with. My dear.
Oh, Grandmother, what a terrible big wet mouth you
The
have!
better to eat you with.
Scarcely having said this, and with a single bound he was devouring the little girl. Well, it was a full day of eating for both. And with his appetite appeased, the wolf took to bed for a nice long nap.
That grandmother has a mighty snore. Odd. Where's the little one? Eating, no doubt. Or eaten. Grandmother, ha! What is that red cloth in the corner of your mouth? It looks to be aha! Yes! I will get the cape from within your stomach.
Oh, God. What a fright! How dark and dank it was inside that wolf!
Oh, kill the devil! Quick, let's take this knife and cut his evil head off. Let's see the demon sliced into 1,000 bits. Now, better yet, let's see the animal die a horrible, painful, agonizing death.
Granny!
Quiet, child. This evil must be destroyed.
Well, I will leave you to your task.
Well, don't you want the skins?
No, you keep them.
What kind of hunter are you?
I'm a mule dog.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had cared. And he made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bared, though I really got scared, well, excited and scared. But he drew me close and he swallowed me down a dark, slimy path where lie secrets that I never want to know. And when everything familiar seemed to disappear forever, at the end of the path was Granny once again. So we waited in the dark until someone set us free, and we're brought into the light, and we're back at the start. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers, even flowers have their dangers, and though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared, Granny is right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. Oh, Mr. Baker, you saved our lives. Here.
Are you certain?
Oh, yes. Maybe Granny will make me another from the skins of that wolf.
Oh, thank you.
And so the baker, with the second article in hand, feeling braver and more satisfied than he had ever felt, ran back through the woods. As for the lad Jack,
only a dolt would have seen a cow for beans.
Mother, no, not the beans. I want the
To bed without supper for you.
little did they know, those beans would grow into an enormous stalk that would stretch into the heavens.
Oh, are you all right, miss?
Yes, I just need to catch my breath.
What a beautiful gown you're wearing. Were you at the King's Festival?
Yes.
Oh, aren't you the lucky one? Why ever are you in the woods at this hour?
Have you seen a beautiful young woman in a ball gown pass through?
I don't think so, sir.
I think I see her over there.
I've never lied to royalty before. I've never anything to royalty before.
Oh, thank you.
If a prince were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide.
Well, what brings you here? And with a cow?
Well, my husband is somewhere in the woods. He's undoing a spell.
Oh.
Yes. Now the prince, what was he like?
He's a very nice prince.
And
it's a very nice ball.
And
when I entered, they trumpeted.
And the prince.
Oh, the prince?
Yes, the prince.
Well, he's tall.
Is that all? Did you dance? Is he charming? They say that he's charming.
We did nothing but dance.
Yes. And
it made a nice change.
No, the prince.
Oh, the prince?
Yes, the prince.
He has charm for a prince, I guess.
Guess.
I don't meet a wide range, and it's all very strange.
Are you to return to the festival tomorrow eve?
Perhaps.
Oh, perhaps. To be pursued by a prince. All that pursues me is tomorrow's bread. What I wouldn't give to be in your shoes.
Would you look over there? An enormous vine growing next to that little cottage.
I mean slippers.
It looks like a giant beanstalk rising into the sky.
As pure as gold.
I must get home.
I need your shoe. Wait! Get back here! Hey!
One midnight gone.
Younger than ties itself.
Sometimes the things you most wish for are not to be touched.
The harder to get, the better to have. Agreed?
Agreed.
Never a mob to a ball.
Repeat!
Or open your mouth.
The difference between a cow and a bean is a bean can begin an adventure.
Slotted spoons don't hold much soup.
The prettier the flower, the farther from the path.
Close to the family, then close to the bar.
One midnight gone. Remember the wolves at the end of the world.
A steward is not just a dog to a prince.
Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor.
You may know what you need, but to get what you want, better see that you keep what you have.
One midnight gone.
Sometimes the things you
The
most
harder
wish
to get, the better to have.
Can't you get what you want, better keep what you have.
One midnight gone, into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, and out of the woods and home before.
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high and you look below at the world you left and the things you know that are more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own in a world like none that you've ever known, and the sky is lead and the earth is stone, you're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you never dared because you don't care when suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. Big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. And she gives you food and she being made of, friend and all. And you know she's big, but you don't feel small. Someone bigger than her comes along the hall to swallow you for lunch. And your heart is lead and your stomach's stone, and you're really scared being all alone. And it's then when you miss all the things you know, the world you left and little you own. The fun is done. You steal what you can and run. And you scramble down and you look below. The world you know begins to grow. The roof, the house, and your mother at the door. The roof, the house, and the world you never thought to explore. And you think of all of the things you've seen, and you wish that you could live in between. And you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Good fortune, sir. Look here what I have. Here's 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
I had more, but my mother made me surrender them. She allowed me these 5 to do with as I please.
Oh my.
Now, where's my Milky White?
Milky White is back home with my wife.
Let's go find them.
Wait! I don't know that I wish to sell.
But you said I might buy her back.
Yes, but I don't know if 5 gold pieces...
Are you saying that you wish more money?
Well, more money is always
Keep this, and I will go fetch more.
Wait, I didn't say that I'm... 5 gold pieces! With this money, I could buy baking supplies for a year. I could buy a new thatched roof.
But you buy yourself a child!
Who are you?
When first I appear, I seem delirious. But when explained, I'm nothing serious. Could you buy yourself a child?
I don't understand.
How badly do you wish a child? 5 gold pieces, 10, 20?
I hadn't thought to put a price on it.
Exactly. You've not thought about many things, have you, son?
Wait, give me back the money. It is not yours.
Nor is it Jack's. The money is not what's important. What's important is that your wish be honored.
Wait, come back here. Damn it. What are you doing here?
I see you've the red cape.
Well, yes, I've the cape. I've only 2 items left to locate.
3.
2, I've the cape and the cow.
You've the cape!
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away. I never reached home. I've been searching all night.
I should have known better than to have entrusted her with you.
Well, she might just as easily have run from you.
But she didn't.
But she might
But
have.
she didn't.
She's a
She
cow,
didn't
and
run
she
away
got
from
around.
you.
The cow is gone. Get it back. Get it back.
We were just about to. Here, I can give you this.
Don't give me that, you fool. I don't want to touch that. Have you no sense? Oh, listen to her beautiful music.
Lovely.
She's very gifted.
By tomorrow's midnight, deliver the items, or you will wish you never thought to have a child.
No. I don't like that woman.
I'm sorry I lost the cow.
I shouldn't have yelled. Now please go home. I will make things right. Then we can just go back to our life. No more hunting in the woods for strange objects. No more witches or dim-witted boys or hungry little girls. Go.
Ah, good brother. Father and I had wondered where you were off to.
I have been looking all night for her.
Her?
The beautiful one I danced the evening with.
And where did she go?
Disappeared, like the fine morning mist.
She was lovely.
The loveliest?
Ah, I'm not certain of that. I must confess, I too have found a lovely maiden. She lives here, in the woods.
The woods?
Yes, in top of a tall tower that has no doors or stairs.
Where?
2 leagues from here, due east, just on the mossy knoll.
And how do you manage a visit?
Oh, I stand beneath her tower and say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. Then she lets down the longest, the most beautiful head of hair, yellow as corn, which I climb to her.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel. What kind of name is that, you jest? I have never heard of such a thing.
I speak the truth. She is as true as your maiden. A maiden running from a prince. None would run from us.
Yet, one has. Did I abuse her, or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in her tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Light and becoming, and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Agony, far more painful than yours.
No, never.
When you know she would go with you, if there only were doors. Agony, oh, the torture they teach. What's as intriguing,
or half as fatiguing,
as what's out of reach?
Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as fine as I'm handsome, and heir to a throne?
You are everything maidens could wish for.
Then why no?
Do I know the girl must be mad? You know nothing of a madness till you're climbing her hair and you see her up there as you're nearing her, all the while hearing her agony, misery. Oh no, it's different for each.
Always 10 steps behind,
always 10 feet below, and she's just out of reach. Agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
Princes? Each more handsome than the other. No. Get the hair.
Excuse me, young woman. Have you encountered a boy with a sunny, though occasionally vague disposition, answering to the name of Jack?
Or not the one partial to a white cow?
Oh, he's the one.
Have you seen the cow?
No, and I don't care to ever again. Psst. Children can be very queer about their animals. You be careful with your children.
I have no children.
That's okay, too.
Yes, well, I have not seen your son today.
Oh, I hope he didn't go up that beanstalk again. Quit while you're ahead, I always say. Jack! Jack!
Mule! 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 Mule!
Looking for your cow?
Oh, where did you find it? Hello?
make amends!
I want you to stay out of this, old man.
I'm here to see that your wish is granted.
You've caused enough trouble. Keep off of my path.
I hope there are no witches to encounter here.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me.
Is that you, my prince?
Yes. Oh, excuse me for this. You do take plenty of spills, don't you?
Hello. It's these slippers. They're not suited for these surroundings. Well, actually, they're not much suited for dancing either.
I'd say these slippers were as pure as gold.
Well, yes, they're all you could wish for in beauty.
What I wouldn't give for just one.
Well, one is not likely to do you much good.
Now, was the ball just as wonderful as last evening?
Oh, it's still a nice ball.
Yes. And?
They have far too much food.
No, the prince.
Oh, the prince?
Yes, the prince.
If he knew who I really was.
Oh? Who?
I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh, how?
Now I'm being pursued.
Yes, and?
And I'm not in the mood.
Oh, he must have really taken a liking to you.
Well, I have no experience with princes and castles and gowns.
Nonsense! Every girl dreams of princes and castles.
Look! Yes, there she is! Move!
I must run!
And I must have your shoe!
Stop that!
I needed to have a child!
I needed to get out of here!
Where did she go?
Who?
Don't play the fool, woman!
Oh, you mean the beautiful young maiden in a ball gown. She went in that direction. I was trying to hold her here for you, but...
I can capture my own damsel. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, where did he go?
Who?
Oh, the prince, of course.
That direction, you'll never reach him.
Oh, we would have if that mongrel with the cow had not molested us.
Cow?
Please let me just compare this color to that of your own.
He wants to compare our hair to corn. This way, prince, way!
I thought you were returning to the village. I've had no luck.
You've the cow.
Yes, I've the cow. I've only 2 of the 4.
3.
2.
3. Compare this to your corn.
Where did you find it?
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
3.
And I almost had the 4th, but she got away.
Well, we've 1 entire day left. Surely we can locate the slipper by then.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps it will take the 2 of us to get this child.
You've changed. You're daring. You're different in the woods. More sure, more sharing. You're getting us through the woods. If you could see, you're not the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
It takes 2. I thought 1 was enough. It's not true. It takes 2 of us. You came through When the journey was rough, it took you. It took two of us. It takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. Though you swear to change, who can tell if you do? It takes two.
You've changed. You're thriving. There's something about the woods. Not just surviving. You're blossoming in the woods. At home, I'd fear we'd stay the same forever. And then, out here, you're passionate, charming, considerate, clever.
It takes one to begin, but then once you've begun, it takes two of you. It's no fun, but what needs to be done, you can do. When there's two of you, if I dare, it's because I'm becoming aware of us as a pair of us, each accepting a share of what's there.
We've changed. We're strangers. I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers? I know we'll get past the woods. And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods, just the two of us beyond lies, safe at home with our beautiful prize. Just a few of us, it takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. We want four, we had none, we've got three. We need one, it takes two.
Stop her! Stop that hen! Oh, Providence, my Milky White, and the owner's hand, my hen.
Oh! Well, look what this hen has dropped in my hand.
A golden egg? I've never seen a golden egg.
You see, I promised you more than the 5 gold pieces I gave you, sir.
5 gold pieces?
Now I'm taking my cow.
5 gold pieces?
Now, I never said I would sell.
But you took the 5 gold pieces.
You took 5 gold pieces?
I didn't take, you gave.
Well, where are the 5 gold pieces?
An old man came along.
You said I could have my cow.
I didn't say you could. I said you
You
must.
take money before a child?
Milky White is dead.
2.
Till midnight's gone.
Wanting a ball's not wanting a prince.
You may be better than far, but it still isn't there.
Better than far, but still isn't there.
The ball.
So far.
You can never love somebody else's child.
Till midnight's gone.
Way long.
So near.
The prince.
So far.
The greatest prize can often lay at the end of the thorniest path.
2 minutes gone.
2 minutes gone.
2 midnights gone, and the exhausted baker and his wife buried the dead Milky White.
You must go to the village and search for another cow.
And what do you propose I use to purchase this cow?
Oh, here. Tell them it's magic.
No one with a brain larger than this is going to exchange a cow for a bean.
Then steal it.
Steal it? Just 2 days ago you were accusing me of exercising deceit in securing the cow.
Then don't steal it and resign yourself to a childless life.
I think it best you go for the cow, as I have met a maiden with a golden slipper these previous eves, and I think I may succeed in winning one of her shoes.
Fine.
Fine.
That is simply
That's fine.
Unfortunately for Rapunzel, the witch discovered her affections for the prince before he could spirit her away.
No.
What did I clearly say? Children should listen.
No, please.
What were you not to do? Children must see and learn. Why could you not obey? Children should listen. What have I been to you? What would you have me be? Handsome like a prince. But I am old, I am ugly, I embarrass you. No! Yes, you are ashamed of me. No! You are ashamed. You don't understand.
It was lonely atop that tower.
I was not company enough.
I am no longer a child. I wish to see the world.
Don't you know what's out there in the world? Someone has to shield you from the world. Stay with me. Princes wait there in the world, it's true. Princes, yes, but wolves and humans too. Stay at home. I am home. Who out there could love you more than I? What out there that I cannot supply? Stay with me. Stay with me. The world is dark and wild. Stay a child while you can be a child. With me. I gave you protection and yet you disobeyed me.
But did you think I would stay in that tower forever?
You lied. Why didn't you tell me you had a visitor? I will not share you, but I will show you a world that you have never seen. No! 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 No!
When is a white cow not a white cow?
I don't know, leave me alone.
Haven't I left you alone long enough?
Your questions make no sense, old man. Go away.
In need of another cow?
Ooh, what a beautiful cake!
Stay away from my cape, or I'll slice you into 1,000 bits.
I don't want it, I was just admiring it.
Oh, well, my granny made it for me from a wolf that attacked us, and I got to skin the animal. And best of all, she gave me this beautiful knife for protection.
Well, look what I have. A hen that lays golden eggs.
I don't believe that egg came from that hen. Where did you get that egg?
I stole this from the kingdom of the giant up there. And if you think this is something, you should see the golden harp the giant has. It plays the most beautiful tunes without your even having to touch it.
Of course it does. Why don't you go up to the kingdom right now and bring it back and show me?
I could.
You could not.
I could.
You could not, Mr. Liar.
Oh, I am not a liar. I'll get that harp. You'll see.
After having cast out Rapunzel into a remote desert, the witch returned to take the prince by surprise. But as he leapt from the tower, the thorns into which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him. As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing there stuck on the steps of the palace. You think, what do you want? You think, make a decision. Why not stay and be caught? You think, well, if you thought, what would be his response? But then what if he know who you were when you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? And then what if you are what a prince would envision? Although how can you know who you are till you know what you want, what you don't? So then which do you pick? Where you're safe out of sight in yourself, but where everything's wrong? Or where everything's right and you know that you'll never belong? And whichever you pick, do it quick, cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a ball is exciting and all. Once you're there, though, it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake, but you've stalled long enough, cause you're still standing stuck in the stuff on the steps. Better run along home and avoid the collision. Even though they don't care, you'd be better off there where there's nothing to choose or there's nothing to lose. So you pry on your shoes, look from out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue, for example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with a shoe in a stew, in the goo, and you've learned something too. And I know things now, something you never knew.
And I know things now that I never knew before. In the land of the giants.
Don't come any closer to me.
Please just hear me out.
We have nothing to discuss. You have attacked me once before.
I didn't attack you. I attacked your shoe. I need it. Here's a magic bean in exchange for it.
A magic bean? Ooh. Nonsense.
Oh, don't do that.
I've already given up one shoe this evening, and my feet cannot bear to give up another.
Oh, please, I need that shoe to have a child.
Well, that makes no sense.
Well, does it make sense that you're running from a prince? You'll run faster without that shoe.
Oh. Who was that woman?
I do not know, sir.
Lying will cost you your life.
I've done nothing. The slipper we've all for.
I will take this to the prince, and tomorrow we will search the kingdom for the maiden who fits this.
It's mine. I don't care if this costs me my life.
Give them the slipper, and I will.
What was that noise?
Sir! Just a bolt of lightning in a far-off kingdom.
How dare you take off in search without me?
I'm sorry, I thought
Enough of what you thought. I employed a ruse and had the entire staircase smeared with pitch. And there, when she ran down, remained the maiden's slipper.
Brilliant!
Oh, I thought so. It did create quite a mess when the other guests left.
And sir, I have succeeded in obtaining the other slipper.
Give them the slipper and all will come to a happy end.
Who are you, old man?
When first I appear, I seem
Shut up!
Do as he says. He's obviously a spirit of some sort, and we only need one.
Yes.
Down the stalk, and then with a crash the whole stalk fell, but there was no sign of Jack. And for all I know, he's been crushed by the ogre.
Madam, worrying will do you no good. If he's safe, he's safe. If he's been crushed, well, then there's nothing any of us can do about that now, is there? We must be off. I need my rest before tomorrow's search is to commence.
Well, doesn't anyone care that a giant has fallen from the sky?
Oh, he is dead, is he not?
Yeah.
With such a thud, I would suppose.
The third midnight is here, you've all the objects.
Yes, slipper hair.
Cape cow.
That cow doesn't look as white as milk to me.
Oh, she is.
This cow has been covered with flour.
We did have a cow as white as milk. Honestly, we did.
Well, then where is she?
She's dead.
We thought you'd prefer a live one.
Of course I prefer a live one. Now bring me the dead one and I'll bring her back to life.
You can do that?
Now!
Oh, there you are, boring sick!
Mother, look, the most beautiful harp.
You've stolen too much. You could have been killed coming down that plant.
She's too heavy!
What's happening? Milky white! Now I have two friends, a cow and a harp.
Quiet! Feed the objects to the cow.
What?
You heard me. Feed them to the cow.
Wait, here. Oh, okay. Yummy. Oh, shoot. Last one, come on. Eat the shoe. Eat the shoe. Oh.
Now fill this.
I'll do it. She'll only milk for me. Squeeze, pal.
Wrong ingredients. Forget about the child.
Oh, no, you wait 1 moment. We followed your instructions. 1, that cow was as white as milk.
Yes.
And 2, the cape was certainly as red as blood.
Yes.
And 3, the slipper.
Yes.
And 4, I compared the hair to this ear of corn.
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower when I was
You
walking.
what? What were you doing up there?
I happened to be passing by.
I touched that hair. Don't you understand? I could not have touched the ingredients.
No! The corn!
What?
The silky hair of corn! Pull it from the ear and feed it to the cow quickly!
This had better work, old man, before the last stroke of midnight, or your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son?
Please, not now!
Yes, meet your father.
Father! Is that really you? I thought you had died in a baking accident.
I didn't want to
It's working!
I don't understand.
Not now! Into the cup!
We've given you what you wish.
Now when can we expect a child?
Where are you going?
Son!
What's happening?
Son!
Wait.
Oh.
No, Father!
All is repaired!
He's dead!
And so the mysterious man died, having helped end the curse on his house. For the baker, there would be no reunion with his father, and he and his wife, bewildered, returned home. The witch, who had been punished with old age and ugliness, that night when the lightning flashed and her beans were stolen from her, was now returned to her former state of youth and beauty. And Milky White, after a night of severe indigestion, was reunited with the now wealthy Jack. As for the prince, he began his search for the foot to fit the golden slipper. And when he reached Cinderella's house, Cinderella's stepmother took the slipper into Florinda's room.
Careful, my child.
Darling, I know.
What'll we do?
You'll have to go. When you're his wife, you'll have such a life. You'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed, swallowing her pain, and joined the prince on his horse, riding off to become his bride.
Look at the plight within my shoe. This one is not the bride that's true. Search for the foot that fits.
The prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to try on the shoe.
Why won't it fit?
Darling, be still. Cut off a bit of the heel and it will. And when you're his bride, you can sit for a ride. You'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain. But as she was helped onto the back of the horse by the prince, he noticed the blood trickling from the shoe.
Have you no other daughters?
To which the woman replied,
No! Oh, only a little stunted kitchen wench, which his late wife left behind. Oh, but she's much too dirty, she cannot show herself.
I insist.
And when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, it fit like a glove.
This is the true bride.
I've always wanted a son.
Oh, be quiet!
And much to the dismay of the stepmother and her daughters, the prince took Cinderella on his horse and rode off.
No blood at all within my shoe. This is the proper bride for you, fit to attend a prince.
And finally, as for Rapunzel, she bore twins and lived impoverished in the desert, until the day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard a voice so familiar that he went towards it. And when he approached, Rapunzel, overjoyed at seeing him, fell into his arms weeping. 2 of her tears wetted his eyes, and their touch restored his vision.
Come fetch you as soon as you learned your lesson.
Who are you?
Oh, surely you remember.
Mother!
Oh, this is who I truly am. Come with me, child, and we can be as happy as we once were.
She will not go with you.
Let her speak for herself. Please, you are the only family I know. You and those 2 beautiful babies, come with me. Well, then you leave me no choice.
Oh, not again. 1, 2, 3.
As is often the way in these tales, in exchange for her youth and beauty, the witch lost her power over others. And when the wedding with the prince was celebrated, Lucinda and Florinda attended, wishing to win favor with Cinderella and share in her good fortune. But as the sisters stood by the blessed couple, pigeons swooped down upon them and pecked out their eyes, punishing them with blindness.
I see your prince has found you.
Yes.
Thank you for the slipper.
I didn't think I'd wed a prince.
I didn't think I'd ever find you.
I didn't think I could be so happy.
All that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdoms were filled with joy, and those who deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life. Ever after, journey over, all is mended, and it's not just for today, but tomorrow, and extended. Ever after, all the curses have been ended, the reverse is wiped away, all is tenderness and laughter, for forever after.
Happy now and happy hence and happy ever after.
There were dangers
We were frightened,
and confusion,
but we hid it.
and their paths would often swerve.
We did not.
They were constant
It's amazing
disillusions,
that we did it.
but they never lost their nerve.
Not a lot.
And they reached the right conclusions.
And we got what we deserved.
Not a sigh and not a sorrow, tenderness and laughter, joy today and bliss tomorrow and forever after.
I was greedy. I was vain. I was haughty. I was both. We were happy. It was fun, but we were blind. And we went into the woods to get our wish, and now we're really blind.
Perfect. I had everything but beauty. I had power, and a daughter like a flower in a tower. Then I went into the woods to get my wish, and I'm ordinary.
We're unhappy.
We're unhappy now, unhappy hence as well as ever after. Happy is our common sense and worthy of our discontent.
To be happy and forever, you must see your wish come true. Don't be careful, don't be clever, when you see your wish pursue. It's a dangerous endeavor, but the only thing to do.
Though it's fearful, though it's deep, though it's darkly made, the path though you made,
Though it's fearful, though it's deep, though it's darkly made, you must not have to remain. Though it's fearful, though it's deep, though it's darkly made, you must not have to remain. To pronounce your wish, you can have your wish, but you can't just wish to get your wish. You go into the woods where nothing's clear, where witches, ghosts, and wolves appear. Into the woods and through the fear, you'll have to take the journey. Into the woods and down the dell, in vain perhaps, but who can tell?
into the woods to lift the spell,
Into the woods to lose the lovey,
into the woods to have the child,
to wed the prince,
to get the money,
to save the house,
to kill the wolf,
to find the father,
conquer the kingdom,
to have, to rent, to get, to save, to kill, to keep, to go to the festival, into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, and out of the woods.
to be continued.
And happy ever after.
Once upon a time, later,
I wish
in the same far-off kingdom,
more than anything,
lived the young princess,
life,
the lad
more
Jack,
than footsteps.
I wish.
and the baker with his family.
No, I miss
I wish
more than anything.
More than dollars,
I wish to sponsor a festival.
more than life,
I
The
miss.
time has come for a festival.
more than riches,
I miss my kingdom up in the
more than
sky.
anything.
I wish we had more room.
Play our room.
But despite some minor inconveniences, conveniences, they were all content.
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
Never thought I'd find perfection.
I never thought I could be so happy. Not an happy moment since.
I didn't think we'd be this rich.
Not to conceive of all objects.
I never thought we'd have a baby.
I never thought I could be so
happy.
Happy now, happy then, happy ever after.
We're so happy, we're so happy. Just as long as you stay happy, we'll stay happy.
Not one row.
Pots of pence.
With my cow.
Little gurgles.
Darling, I must go now.
We should really sell it.
Where's the cheesecloth?
Wishes may bring problems such that you regret them. Better that though than to never get them.
I'm going to be a perfect wife.
I'm going to be a perfect wife. I'm going to see that he is so happy. I never thought I'd love my life. I would have settled for another.
Then to become a wife.
Then to be sent for love.
Then to beget a child. That fortune smiled. I'm so happy. If only this cottage were a little larger.
I will expand our quarters in due time.
Why expand when we could simply move to another cottage?
We will not move. This was my father's house, and now it will be my son's.
You would raise your child alongside a witch?
Why does he always cry when I hold him?
Babies cry, he's fine. You needn't hold him as if he were so fragile.
He wants his mother. Here,
Take him now,
please, just
Oh,
take
no.
him.
I cannot take care of him all of the time.
I will take care of him when he's older.
We had to go through thick and thin. I never thought I'd be so much I hadn't been. I'm so happy.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness.
No. Are you all right?
I think so.
And the baby?
Yes, he's fine. Are you all right?
Yes. You! Have you done this to our home?
Always thinking of yourself. Look at my garden.
What of your garden?
Look.
Destroyed.
What's happened?
I was thrown onto the ground. I saw nothing.
What could do such a thing?
An earthquake?
No earthquake. My garden has been trampled. Those are footprints.
Who could do such a thing?
Anything that leaves a footprint that large is no who.
Do you think it was a bear?
A bear. Bears are sweet. Besides, you ever see a bear with 40-foot feet?
A dragon?
No scorch marks. Usually they're linked.
Men.
Imaginary.
Griffin?
Instinct.
Giant?
Possible. Very, very possible.
A giant.
Well, maybe we should tell someone.
Yes.
Who are you going to tell?
The royal family, of course.
No, the royal family! I wouldn't trust that family to snuff out a rat. With a giant, we'll all have to go to battle. A giant is the worst. A giant has a brain. Hard to outwit a giant. A giant's just like us, only bigger. No. Much, much bigger! So big that we are just an expendable bug underneath its foot. Boom! Crash!
We are moving!
And so the baker proceeded to the castle, but not before visiting Jack and his mother.
Look, Milky White, it's the butcher.
The baker.
The baker.
What can we do for you, sir?
I'm here to investigate the destruction that was wrought upon our house today.
Oh, Jack has been home with me all day.
The baker told Jack and his mother that he feared there was a giant in the land.
Well, I can recognize the giant's footsteps. I can go to your house.
Oh, you'll do no such thing.
Any help at all would be
I'm sorry, but you'll get none from us. No one cared when there was a giant in my backyard. I don't remember you volunteering to come to my aid.
A giant in your backyard is one thing. A crushed home is quite another.
Look, young man, giants never strike the same house twice. I wouldn't worry.
I'm taking the news to the castle nonetheless.
And when the baker reached the castle, it was the princess who greeted his news. The story unfolds.
Excuse me, madam, but this. Small man insists on seeing you.
Princess, I'm here to report the appearance of a giant in the land.
Where did you see a giant?
Well, I didn't exactly see it.
Then how do you know there was a giant in our land?
Our house was destroyed and there are footprints.
That could have been caused by any number of things. Now I will show you the door.
Wait!
A nearby household was visited by a giant not long ago, descending from a beanstalk.
Yes, I remember.
That giant was slain. Now come along.
Wait, please! We have a child at home. Princess, our child was very difficult to come by. His safety is of great importance to me.
Are we entirely through now?
Yes.
I will take this news up with the prince when he returns. Thank you.
I'm going off to sell the harp, Jack.
Mother, no.
Jack, listen to me. We don't want that harp around here when there's a giant on the loose.
But I know how to kill a giant.
Please, we've had our fill of giants.
But Mother, if I could help.
Enough. Promise me, son, you won't leave your surroundings.
But Mother, I am a man now.
You're still a little boy in your mother's eyes. Now I want you to promise. Promise!
I promise.
What happened to your house? We've had a baking accident.
A baking accident?
No use in frightening the young thing.
You can't frighten her.
Well, I guess Granny will have to do without the bread and sweets. Besides, I have all that I can carry.
Oh, why such a load?
Oh, I'm moving in with Granny. We had an accident too. I came home to find our house collapsed, as if a big wind blew it in. I couldn't find my mother anywhere.
No.
So I salvaged what I could, and now I'm off. Oh, good friends! What news have you? What? Of Mother's grave? What kind of trouble? Oh, no, I can't investigate. A princess is not supposed to go into the woods unescorted. Oh, good idea! I will disguise myself and go to see what's wrong. Thank you, birds.
We'll take you to Granny's.
What?
We're not going to let her go alone.
All right, fine. I will take you.
I don't need anyone to take me. I've gone many times before.
Yes, but not when such winds have been blowing about.
That's right, we'll all take you.
No.
I'm not about to stay here with a baby when a wind might return to this house too.
I know Mother made me promise, but I'm going off to find that giant anyway.
Into the woods it's always when you think at last you're through, and then into the woods you go again to take another journey.
Into the woods the weather's clear, we've been before, we've not to fear. Into the woods away from here.
Into the woods to find the giant.
The woods to grandmother's house.
Into the woods the path is straight, no reason then to hesitate.
Into the woods it's not so late, it's just another journey.
Into the woods but not too long, the skies are strange, the winds are strong. Into the woods to see what's wrong.
Into the woods to slay the giant.
Into the woods to shield the child.
To flee the wind.
To find a future.
To shield.
To slay.
To find.
To fix.
To hide.
To move.
To battle.
To see what the trouble is.
a tower without company for all my life, then blinded my prince and banished me to a desert where I had little to eat and again no company, and then bore twins. Because of the way you treated me, I will never be happy.
Well, I was just trying to be a good mother. Oh, stay with me! There's a giant running about!
Ah, good brother, what a surprise.
Brother, how good to see you.
What brings you to the wood today?
I am investigating news of a giant.
Huh. You? Investigating news of a giant? Why, father would not even do that. That is business for your steward. Or less.
Well, what brings you into the wood?
My Rapunzel has run off.
Run off?
She's a changed woman, suffered to hysterical fits of crying, moods no soul can predict. I know not what to do.
What a pity.
And Cinderella?
She remains well.
Does she? Now, brother, do tell what you're really doing here.
High in a tower, like yours was, but higher, a beauty asleep. All round the tower, a thicket of briar, 100 feet deep. Agony, no frustration more keen, when the one thing you want is a thing that you've not even seen.
I found a casket entirely of glass. No, it's unbreakable. Inside don't taskets a maiden, alas, just as unwakeable, what unmistakable agony is the way always barred. She has skin white as snow.
Did you learn her name?
No, there's a dwarf standing guard. Agony, such that princes must weep. Always and for almost to anything, almost or something asleep.
If it were not for the thicket.
A thicket's no trick, is it thick?
It's the thickest.
The quickest is pick, it's a pot with a stick.
Yes, but even one prick, it's my thing about blood.
Well, it's sick.
It's no sicker than your thing with dwarves.
Dwarves! Dwarves are very upsetting. Not forgetting the task unachievable, mountains unscalable, if it's conceivable, but unavailable. Agony, misery, woe not to know what you miss.
While they lie there for years,
and you cry on their biers, what's unbearable is agony that can cut like a knife. Ah, well, back to my wife. Rapunzel, I must be off. Godspeed to you, brother.
Godspeed.
After hours of searching for Granny, our intrepid travelers lost not only their way, but their patience as well.
Are you certain this is the right direction?
Well, we went down the dell.
Well, perhaps you forgot the way.
Well, the path is straight.
What straight? Now there is no path.
Where's the stream? Where's the lily pond? Where's Granny?
Calm down. Maybe we should turn back.
No.
We'll just have to find Granny's house without the path.
But
But Mother warned me to never stray from the path.
The path has strayed from you.
Oh, wait. That looks familiar. See, in the distance, 3 oak trees.
Yes, I recognize...
Well, who might that be?
Oh, it's the steward in the royal family. What brings you into the woods?
The castle's been set upon by a giant.
I warned you. Why didn't you do something?
I don't make policy. I just carry it out.
And I warned you that you can't count on a royal family to solve your problems.
I think it best we go back to the village.
I wouldn't be in such a rush if I were you. Guess which path the giant took to the castle?
Oh, no.
What?
All that's left of my garden is a sack of beans, and there's not much left of your house either.
But I heard giants never strike the same house twice.
You heard wrong.
That size!
Oh.
Where is the lad who killed my husband?
There is no lad here.
We haven't seen him.
I want the lad who climbed the beanstalk.
We'll get him for you right away, but don't move.
It was you who destroyed our house, not a great wind. It's because of you I'm no mother.
And you destroyed my house. That boy asked for shelter, and then he stole our gold, our hen, and our hawk. Then he killed my husband. I must avenge the wrongdoing.
We are not responsible for him.
Hey, you're wasting your breath.
She's right. You can't reason with a dumb giant.
Give me the boy.
We told you he's not here.
The girl is telling the truth.
I know he's there, and I'm going to wait right here until he is delivered to me.
Now the giant, who was nearsighted, remained convinced that she had found the lad. There was no consensus among them as to which course of action to take.
Put a spell on her.
Yes.
I no longer have my powers. If I did, you think I'd be standing here with all of you? Now we'll have to give her someone.
Who? No.
The steward. It's in his line of duty to sacrifice his own life.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm not giving up my life for anybody.
Oh, don't take it personally.
I'm waiting.
You must understand, these were not people familiar with making choices. Their past experiences in the woods had in no way prepared them to deal with a force this great.
Excuse me, but would you like a blind girl instead?
How dare you!
Oh, put them out of their misery!
We're not that miserable!
What are you talking about?
She doesn't want a woman.
Fine, then what do you suggest that we do?
I'm still waiting.
It's interesting to examine the moral issue at question here. The finality of stories such as these dictates that... Sorry, I tell the story, I'm not part of it.
That's right! Not one of us.
You're always on the outside.
That's my role, you must understand. There must always be someone on the outside.
Well, you're gonna be on the inside now.
You're making a big mistake.
Oh, nonsense.
You need an objective observer to pass the story along.
Well, some of us don't like the way that you've been telling it.
If you drag me into this mess, you'll never know how the story ends. You'll be lost.
Wait! He's the only one who knows the story.
Do you think it won't be fun when you have to tell the story ourselves? Think of your baby.
Wait! Stop, he's right, let him go. You put that away, young lady.
Well, now that's better. You don't want to live in a world of chaos, do you? There must always be an objective observer.
He's the lad!
I'm not the lad!
This is not the lad!
No, don't drop! Why did you push him into our arms?
You wanted to get rid of him too.
We might have thought of something else.
Well, if it were up to you, a decision never would have been made.
Well, now that he's gone, we'll never know what will happen next.
Well, we'll manage.
Must I search among you for the lad?
No! Oh, Jack is just a boy. We had no food to eat, and he sold his beloved cow in exchange for magic beans. If anyone is to be punished, it's the man who made that exchange.
Nonsense.
He was your responsibility. Now I must punish him for his wrong.
Oh, we've suffered too. Do you think it was a picnic disposing of your husband's remains?
You are making me angry.
What about our anger? What about our loss? Who's been flouncing through our kingdom?
Be quiet.
I'll hide my son and you'll never find him.
Don't upset the giant.
You'll never find him.
I'm warning you.
And if you don't go back this instant, we'll get you for all that you've done.
Where is your son? Is that him?
No, this is not the boy. Stay with me.
The boy's hiding in the steeple tower.
Yes! If he is not, I will return and find you.
Rapunzel, my love. No, wait!
Stay away from me!
No, step off!
No! Oh. She's in poor condition.
Wake up.
Don't let them get Jack.
We won't.
Promise me you won't let him be hurt as I stand here at death's door.
I'll do all I can.
Promise. Promise!
All right, I promise. Oh.
No, come away from there. You killed her!
I was only thinking of the greater good. That's my job.
This is the world I meant. Couldn't you listen? Couldn't you stay content, safe behind walls, as I could not? Now you know what's out there in the world. No one stays untainted by the world.
won't listen. No matter what you know, children refuse to learn. Guide them along the way, still they won't listen. Children can only grow from something you love to something you lose.
Oh, life was so steady, now this. When are things going to return back to normal?
We must be gone if we're to arrive before nightfall.
Where are you going?
Oh, we're off to a hidden kingdom.
We can't take everyone.
There's nowhere to hide. No, we must stay here and find our way out of this together.
Oh. Some people are cut out to battle giants. Others are not. I don't have the constitution, and as long as I can be of no help, I'm going to hide. Oh, everything will work out just fine in the end. Oh.
Not always.
I hope the giant stepped on them all.
You shouldn't say that.
You were thinking the same thing. Well, this is terrible. We just saw 3 people die.
Since when are you so squeamish? How many wolves have you carved up?
A wolf's not the same!
Ask a wolf's mother!
Stop it!
I suggest we find the boy and give her what she wants. If we give her the boy, she'll kill him
And
too.
if we don't, she'll kill off half the kingdom.
No, one step at a time. Maybe if he apologizes, makes amends.
Yes, he'll return the stolen goods.
Yes.
He's really a sweet boy at heart, and she'll see that.
You people are so blind. It's because of that boy there is a giant in our land, and while you continue talking about this problem, I'll find the lad, and I'll serve him to the giant for lunch. Are we going to let her feed the boy to the giant?
No.
I'll have to find him first.
I'll go too.
No, you stay here with the baby.
We'll fan out, we'll increase our chances of finding him. No. Stay here with the baby. I don't want you roaming about the woods. You could go.
You would leave our child with her?
Yes, the baby is asleep. He will be safe with the girl.
But what if the giant were to return
The
here?
giant will not harm them, I know.
How do you know?
Well, because I know.
But what if?
But what if? Will only a giant's foot stop your arguing?
Stay here with the baby. Please. 1, 2, 3.
Do you two always argue like that?
No, not always.
Well, it seems like you do.
There's nothing wrong with having an argument.
Oh, I see.
Milky!
That's him! Jack! Jack!
Milky!
Stay here with the baby.
But I want to come.
You'll be safer here.
Don't go too far, please.
I'll only walk 100 paces. If I can't find the boy, I'll come right back. 1, 2, 3. Jack! Jack! 4, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Hello, sir.
Hello.
You must be here to slay the giant.
Yes.
Have you come upon the giant yet?
No.
I have.
You have.
Yes.
And why are you alone in the woods?
Well, I came here with my husband. It's a long story.
Ah. He would let you roam alone in the woods.
Oh, no, actually, that was my choice. I'm looking for the lad.
Your choice. How brave.
Brave?
Yes. Anything can happen in the woods. May I kiss you? Any moment we could be crushed. Don't feel rushed.
This is ridiculous. What am I doing here? I'm in the wrong story. Wait one moment, please. We can't do this. You have a princess.
Well, yes, I do.
And I have a baker.
Of course, you're right. How foolish. Foolishness can happen in the woods. Once again, please. Let your hesitations be hushed. Any moment, big or small, is a moment. After all, seize the moment. Skies may fall any moment.
Oh, but this is not right.
Right and wrong don't matter in the woods. Only feelings let us meet the moment unblushed. Life is often so unpleasant. You must know that as a peasant, best to take a moment present as a present for the moment.
Jack! 81, 82, 83, 84, 88. What's wrong, ma'am? May I be of some service?
The tree has fallen. Mother's grave destroyed.
Oh. I'm sorry.
My wishes have just been crushed.
No, don't say that.
It's true. You wouldn't understand.
Well, you can't stay here. There's a giant on the loose.
Well, I'm certain the prince will see to it that the giant is rid from our land.
There's been no sign of the prince. No doubt he's off seducing some young maiden.
What?
I understand that's what princes do.
Well, not all princes.
You look just like the princess, but dirty. You are the princess!
Oh, please, get up. Get up. I'm not a princess here.
What are you to do?
I must be on my way back to the castle.
You haven't heard? We came upon the royal family. The castle has been set upon by the giant.
And the prince?
He was not with them. No, you must come with me. You shall be safe in our company. Come on.
I must leave you.
Why?
The giant?
Oh, the giant, I almost forgot. Will we find each other in the woods again?
This was just a moment in the woods, our moment shimmering and lovely and sad. Leave the moment, just be glad for the moment that we had. Every moment is a moment when you're in the woods. Now, I must be off to slay a giant. That is what the next moment holds for me. I shall not forget you. How brave you are to be alone in the woods, and how alive you've made me feel.
What was that? Was that me? Was that him? Did a prince really kiss me? And kiss me, and kiss me, and did I kiss him back? Was it wrong? Am I mad? Is that all? Does he miss me? Was he suddenly getting bored with me? Wake up, stop dreaming, stop prancing about the woods. It's not beseeming, what is it about the woods? Back to life, child back to husband. No one lives in the woods. There are vows, there are ties, there are needs, there are standards, there are shouldn'ts and shoulds. Why not both instead? There's the answer if you're clever. Have a child for warmth and a baker for bread and a prince for whatever. Never, it's these woods. Face the facts, find the boy, join the group, stop the giant, just get out of these woods. Was that him? Yes, it was. Was that me? No, it wasn't. Just a trick of the woods. Just a moment, one peculiar passing moment. Must it all be either less or more, either plain or grand? Is it always or is it never end? That's what woods are for those moments in the woods. First a witch, then a child, then a prince, then a moment. Who can live in the woods? And to get what you wish only just for a moment, these are dangerous woods. Let the moment go, don't forget it for a moment though. Just remembering you've had an and when you're back to war. Makes the or mean more than it did before. Now I understand, and it's time to leave the
Back by now.
She said she would only go 100 paces. Well, I'm sure she'll return.
No. I better go look for her. In which direction did she go?
Ow!
Look who I found!
Please don't let her give me to the giant.
It's not our fault the giant wants you.
You are hurting me.
Let go of him. Leave him alone.
Where did you find this? Where is my wife?
She's dead.
What?
I'm sorry, sir. I came upon her and she was under a tree.
He was sobbing over her like she was his own mother.
How awful.
How could this happen?
I buried her in a footprint.
What was I thinking? I should have just stayed with her.
Remorse will get you nowhere.
My wife is dead!
Wake up! People are dying all around you, and you're not the only one to suffer a loss. When you're dead, you're dead. Now it's time to get this boy to the giant before we're all so much dead meat.
Keep away from him. No.
This is no time to be soft-hearted. This boy is going to the giant, and I'm taking him.
Yes! He's the one to blame. It's because of you there was a giant in our midst, and my wife is dead.
But it isn't my fault. I was given those beans. You persuaded me to trade away my cow for beans, and without those beans, there'd have been no stock to get up to the giant in the first place.
Wait a minute, Magic. Beans for a cow so old that you had to tell a lie to sell it. What you told were they worthless beans? Were they oversold? Oh, and tell us who persuaded you to steal that gold.
See, it's your fault.
No.
So it's your fault.
No.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's true.
Wait a minute, though. I only stole the gold to get my cow back from you.
So it's your fault.
Yes.
No, it isn't. I'd have kept those beans when our house was cursed. She made us get a cow to get the curse rebirth.
It's your father's fault that the curse got placed and the place got cursed in the first place.
Oh, then it's his fault.
So,
it was his fault.
No.
Yes, it is. It's his.
I guess.
Wait a minute, though. I chopped down the beanstalk, right? That's clear, but without any beanstalk, then what's clear is how did the second giant get down here in the first place, second place?
Yes, how?
Who had the other bean?
The other bean?
The other bean.
You pocketed the other bean?
I did. Yes, I did.
So it's your
No, it isn't, because I gave it to my wife.
So it's her.
No, it isn't.
Then whose is it?
Wait a minute.
she exchanged that bean to obtain your shoes, so the one who knows what happened to the bean is you.
You mean that old bean that's your wife? Oh dear, but I never knew it, so I threw it. Don't look here! Don't your fault!
See, it's her fault. It isn't mine at all.
But what?
Well, if you had gone back up again.
We were needy.
You were greedy, you need that hand.
But I got it from my mother.
It was her fault then. Isn't one about the horse in the third place?
Oh, yes, she wouldn't dare me to.
I dared you to?
You dared me to. She said that I was scared to.
Me?
She dared me.
No, I
So
didn't.
it's your fault.
Wait a minute, you hadn't dared to.
Then if you had not the harmful
Well,
you
if
wouldn't
you
be in
hadn't
trouble in the
played
first
bean in the
place.
first place. You had a
In the first place.
Yes.
Why did you give me the bean in the first place?
It's your fault.
You're responsible. You're the one who let it. It's your fault.
It's the last midnight. It's the last wish. It's the last midnight. Soon it will be boo. Squish. Told a little lie. Stole a little gold. Broke a little vow. Did you have to get your prince? Have to get your cow? Have to get your wish? Doesn't matter how. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's the last midnight. It's the boom splat. It's the last midnight. Everybody smashed flat. Nothing we can do. Not exactly true. We could always give her the boy. No, of course what really matters is the blame. Somebody to blame. Fine if that's the thing you enjoy, placing the blame. If that's the aim, give me the blame. Just give me the boy. No. You're so nice. You're not good, you're not bad, you're just nice. I'm not good, I'm not nice, I'm just right. I'm the witch, you're the world. I'm the hitch, I'm what no one believes. I'm the witch. You're all liars and thieves like his father, like his son will be too. Oh, why bother? You'll just do what you do. It's the last midnight. It's the last verse. It's the last midnight. I'm giving you my last curse. I'm leaving you alone. You can tend the garden, it's yours, separate and alone. Everybody down on all fours. All right, Mother Wed, lost the beats again. Punish me the way you did then. Give me claws and a hunch, just away from this bunch and the gloom and the doom and the
Maybe I shouldn't have stolen from the giant.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have strayed from the path. Maybe I shouldn't have attended the ball.
Yes. Maybe you shouldn't have.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
But you said we had to find a way out of this together!
It doesn't matter whether we're together or
We
apart.
need your help.
You don't understand. My wife was the one who really helped. I depended on her for everything.
You would leave your child?
My child will be happier in the arms of a princess.
No, but wait! All right, come on. Jack!
I thought you were dead.
Not completely. Are we ever?
As far as I'm concerned, you are.
Is that true?
It's all because of you this happened.
I strayed into the garden to get your mother a gift. And I foolishly took some of those beans for myself. How was I to know? How are we ever to know? And when she died, I ran from my guilt. And now aren't you making the same mistake?
No.
Aren't you running away?
No more questions. Please. No more tests. Comes the day you say, what for? Please. No more.
The point we disappear, we die, but we don't.
What?
They disappoint and turn, I fear, forgive though they won't.
No more riddles. No more jests. No more curses you can't undo, left by fathers you never knew. No more quests. No more feelings. It's time to shut the door. Just no more.
Running away, they'll do it. Why sit around resigned? Trouble is some. The farther you run, the more you feel undefined. For what you have left undone, and more what you've left behind. We disappoint, we leave a mess, we die, but we don't.
We disappoint in turn, I guess, forget though we won't. Like father,
like son.
No more giants waging war. Can't we just pursue our lives with our children and our wives till that happier day arrives? How do you ignore all the witches, all the curses, all the wolves, all the lies, the false hopes, the goodbyes, the reverses, all the wondering what even worse is still in store, all the children, all the giants. No more.
Oh, I knew you wouldn't give up.
He wouldn't leave his baby.
It looked like he was going to.
Give me my son. He always cries when I hold him.
Now what are we to do?
We must have a plan before the giant returns.
What?
We all have to think.
If there was just some way that we could surprise her.
Well, she's too tall to surprise.
Oh, good friends! I need your help now more than ever. What of the prince? I don't care. What's important now is that we find a way to fell the giant. How can you help?
birds?
Well, the birds will help.
How?
When the giant returns, they'll peck out her eyes until she's blind.
Once she's blinded, she'll stagger about.
She'll get angry.
And she'll crush us all.
Let's smear the ground with pitch. We'll lure her to an area smeared with pitch. Her shoes will stick and she won't be able to move.
And I will strike her from behind.
But strike her with what and lure her where?
Yes, where?
A tree.
What tree?
Over there between those trees.
Yes, send her to the tree.
All right, we have to try something. Quick, it'll be dark soon.
I'm excited. Here.
Thank you.
Oh no, shh. Now, don't cry, little one. I know you want your mother.
Hello.
The giant went in that direction.
My darling, I did not recognize you. What are you doing in those old clothes? And with a child? You must go back to the castle at once. There's a giant on the loose.
The giant has been to the castle.
No. Are you all right? My love. Why are you being so cold?
Maybe because I'm not your only love. Am I?
I love you, I do. But yes, it's true.
Why, if you loved me, would you have strayed?
I thought if you were mine that I would never wish for more. And part of me is content and as happy as I've ever been. But there remains a part of me that continually needs more.
I have on occasion wanted more, but that does not mean I went in search of it. If this is how you behave as a prince, what kind of king will you be?
I was raised to be charming, not sincere. I did not ask to be born a king, and I am not perfect. I am only human.
I think you should go.
Leave. But I do love you.
Well, consider that I have been lost. A victim of the giant.
Is that what you really wish?
My father's house was a nightmare, and your house was a dream. Now I just want something in between. Please go.
I shall always love the maiden who ran away.
And I, the faraway prince.
They're almost finished. You see, over there, between those two trees, when the giant comes, we're to send her over there.
Good.
I wanted to climb the tree too.
Well, I'm glad you're here to help me. What's wrong?
My granny is gone.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I think my granny and my mother would be upset with me.
Why?
They said to always make them proud. And here I am about to kill somebody.
No, not somebody. A giant has been doing harm.
But the giant's a person. Aren't we to show forgiveness? Mother would be unhappy with these circumstances.
Mother cannot guide you. Now you're on your own. Only me beside you. Still you're not alone. No one is alone. Truly no one is alone.
Wait until my mother hears I've slain the giant.
Jack, your mother is dead.
Dead? Was she killed by the giant?
She was arguing with the giant, trying to protect you. And she was struck a deadly blow by the Prince of Steward.
Oh no, why would he do that?
He was afraid she was provoking the giant.
Can no one bring her back?
No one.
That steward will pay for this. After I slay the giant, I'll slay him.
You will do nothing of the
But
kind.
he shouldn't have killed my mother, right?
I guess not.
Then he must die.
But no.
Why not?
Because that would be wrong.
What he did was wrong, and he should be punished.
He will be somehow.
How?
I don't know. Stop asking me questions I can't answer.
I'm going to kill him.
Then kill him. No, don't kill him.
Mother isn't here now.
Wrong things, right things.
Who knows what she'd say?
Who can say what's true?
Nothing's quite so clear now.
Do things, fight things.
Feel you've lost your way.
You decide, but you are not alone.
Believe me, no one is alone.
No one is alone. Believe me.
Truly,
You move just a finger. Say the slightest word. Something's bound to linger. Be heard. No one acts alone. Careful, no one is alone. People make mistakes. Fathers, people make mistakes. Holding to their own. Thinking they're alone.
Honor their mistakes.
Fight for their mistakes.
Everybody makes one another's terrible mistakes. Witches can be right. Giants can be good. You decide what's right. You decide what's good. Just remember.
Someone is on your side. Our side. Someone else is not. While we're singing our side, maybe we forgot. They are not alone. No one is alone.
Hard to see the light now.
Just don't let it go. Things will come out right now. We can make it so. Someone is on your side. No one is
Here she comes! Remember, don't let her know our plan.
Where is the boy?
We don't know. Yes, we do. We can't go on hiding him any longer. He must pay the price for his wrongs.
Quick, tell me where he is.
Over there! See that tree where the birds are clustered? Jack is in that tree hiding.
Thank you. Now justice will be served, and I shall leave your kingdom.
Oh, that bird! She doesn't look happy. Ouch! A little hump is stuck in her head. Oh my goodness! She's swaying. She's bleeding all over. She's beginning to fall. She's
The slotted spoon can catch the potato.
Every knot was one straight rope.
The harder to wake, the better to have.
The greater the good, the harder the blow.
When going too high, know how to get there.
And how to get back.
And eat first.
The knife that is sharp today may be dull by tomorrow.
Now we can all go home, and let us hope there will be no more killing.
But where am I to go? I have no one to take care of me.
You'll have to take care of yourself now, Jack. It's time.
No, it's not. I'll take care of him.
You will?
Yes, I'll be your mother now.
I don't want another mother. I want a friend and a pet.
Of course, we have nowhere to go. So we'll move in with you.
Oh, no.
It'll be fun.
My house is in shambles, and there's hardly room for... Of course you can move in with us.
And you? You shall join us too?
You'll not return to the castle?
I'll gladly help you with your house. There are times that I actually enjoy cleaning. How proud your wife would have been of you.
And how sad it is that my son will never know her. Maybe I just wasn't meant to have children.
Don't say that, of course you were meant to have children.
But how will I go about being a father with no one to mother my child?
Just calm the child.
Yes, calm the child.
Look, tell him the story of how it all happened to be father and mother. You'll know what to do.
Alone.
Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Do not let it grieve you. No one lives for good. You are not alone. No one is alone. Hold him to the light now. Let him see the glow. Things will be all right now. Tell him what you know.
Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom,
Careful the things you say.
lived a fair young maiden,
Children will listen.
a sad young lad,
Careful the things you do. Children will see.
and a childless baby
And learn.
with his wife.
Children may not obey, but children will listen. Children will look to you for which way to turn, to learn what to be. Careful before you say, listen to
what you can see and turn against you.
Careful the tale you tell, that is the spell. Children will listen,
Though it's fearful, though it's deep, though it's dark, and though you may lose the path, though you may, though it's fearful, though it's deep, you'll try to save at the path you have to There are always wolves, there are always spells, there are always fiends or a giant plus. Into the woods you go again, you have to every now and then. Into the woods, no telling when, be ready for the journey. Into the woods, but not too fast, or what you wish you lose at last.
Into the woods, but mind the past.
Into the woods, but mind the future.
Into the woods, but not to stray.
Or tempt the wolf, or steal from the giant. The way is dark, the light is dim, but now there's you, me, her, and him.
The chance is no small,
the choice is not great, but everything you learn there will help when you return here. The light is getting dimmer.
I think I see a glimmer.
Into the woods you have to grope, but that's the way you learn to cope. Into the woods to find there's hope of getting through the journey. Into the woods each time you go, there's more to learn of what you know. Into the woods, but not too slow. Into the woods is nearing midnight. Into the woods to find the wolf, to heed the wish, to honor the giant, to mind, to heed, to find, to think, to teach, to join, to go to the festival. Into the woods.